We back, man. Having some technical difficulties. I apologize, y'all. All black everything. Come on in. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Mm. Thinker's plight. Big dreams, many streams. Like and share it. Subscribe it. Thumbs up like hitchhiking. You know how we do it. I'm not on the rights to this music piece. The Queen line in. King D'Angelo on this one. But we're gonna start right with working it out. It's a better connection. And how we do it? Thinker's plight. Custom Freudian mass brainwashing. As much as it mass, like Freud and the Nazis shared the belief system of man and as laws. What it means is share the belief of it, so they think that you don't have the ability to govern yourself. In other words, man is not made in the image of the living God, says Freud. Man has made God in his image. That's of his Freud called past intellectuals infantile for their defense of religious doctrine. Quote, we shall tell ourselves that it were very nice of there if there were a God who created the world and was a benevolent providence. Yet you defend the religious illusion with all your might. Mm. If it becomes discredited, and indeed the threat to it is great enough, then your world collapses. What are we gonna do with our religion, you know? What did we do before religion? Before the, popular religions? Yeah, we were still existing. Please believe that. Not just existing, but thriving. All right, and it says, your world collapses. There is nothing left for you but despair of everything, of civilization, of the future of mankind. From that bondage, I am can bear it if a few of our expectations turn out to be illusions. Freudian psychology has preached by either Freud or neo Freudians like Carl Jung became the rage in the 1920s. It was promoted into the popular culture through the mass media of its day, newspaper, magazine articles. Quote, it's morally insane if ego, and superego became part of the popular culture, as did its beliefs that creativity stemmed from sexual drives. End quote. One of the key elements of Freud's work on mass psychology stems from the psychology of the crowd of the French psychologist Gustave Le Bon, who claimed that man regressed to a primitive mental state as part of a crowd, the mob mentality. Quote, people in a crowd lose their inhibitions and moral standards and become native nature. Man, says Le Bon, quote, has returned to his animal roots, end quote. This is mob illustration, yeah. Learn these trick and spell words too. That's what I would advise. They're playing with you all day if you allow them. The victory parade is just one example of this phenomenon. Is in itself just another form of social dictate. But there's another side effect to this development. More animal-like and infantile, mass man, the man in the crowd, also has a heightened sense of power. You feel big when you're in that crowd, huh? While his individual responsibility for action, a key factor, and far from accepting that everything should be directed toward a common purpose, Freud and Le Bon, ignore the right of minds to follow their own curiosity, wherever it may lead. Think for yourself. That's what that means. You got to follow your own intuition. After all, curiosity is insubordination in its purest form, an attitude that in today's United States would draw you a prison term for anti-American and illusion. We dropping Tavistock Institute, Chapter 5. All Black Everything. is playing. Appreciate you.